Brian Yennis, now his confirmation of the arrest. He's been outside that Brooklyn subway station since yesterday. Brian, what's the latest?
Hey, John, all I have right now is that we can confirm that the 62-year-old Frank James is in police custody. This is actually just coming out, obviously, just a couple of minutes before a press conference that was scheduled an hour ago. We can confirm these local reports that have been coming out in just the last few moments. We have seen some video online that purports to show him being arrested. We're trying to confirm that video at this moment now. But obviously, this is all leading up to the moment in the fact that we had been starting to get drips and drabs of information, particularly those photos that were released earlier today by the NYPD showing Frank James after the attack leaving a subway station, which would cause people to believe or to think that ultimately, did Frank James get away somehow by getting in a subway and then obviously, staying in the subway system and finding a way to exit somewhere in the city system? That's what we should find out at some point now. But remarkable that, that they were able to put two and two together, regardless of the fact that those security cameras were not working at that station, nor were they working at two additional stations in the vicinity. But, we also saw that photo of him going in through the turnstiles, wearing that construction vest, that orange and green nylon construction vest that morning as well. So this information was coming out more and more, and ultimately, yes, now we can confirm that Frank James is in custody at this moment, and we should be hearing more any second now.
Brian, this is Jillian. It'll be interesting to find out more about where he was apprehended by law enforcement. He's been on the lam now for almost 29 hours since he undertook this shooting spree in the train station. I'm curious to see how far he got from the scene of the crime.
Yeah, reportedly, and again, we cannot confirm this part of it, but reportedly he was arrested in Manhattan, and that'll be something that we'll be able to hopefully get clarification on at any moment now. But that would suggest that obviously this is somebody who stayed in the city, had a chance to perhaps leave, but stayed. And it is going to be interesting to see the tale of events here. At some point, did he stay in the subway system after this attack and hop on board the R train, for instance, that was right across the platform that moved to the next station with some wounded people, and in the chaos of the smoke and whatnot was able to get away? We don't know. We'll find out momentarily, but it'll be interesting to see, did he walk out of the 36th Street station and then find his way onto another subway? But ultimately, as we work to try to confirm exactly where he was arrested, that'll all be very interesting to put together.
Brian, there are some images of a person described as Frank James exiting a subway station. We do not know, though, what subway station he was seen exiting. Again, you pointed out that the R train was right across the platform. It's just to the left of your screen there. And you can hear MTA officials telling people to get off the platform and get into that R train. Police credited the fact with the train being there with the ability to get people out of that station and away from any potential lingering danger as a very good thing. However, some news outlets pointed out that that might have allowed the perpetrator, the suspect Frank James, to escape if he indeed get on board that train. That train follows the same path as the N train. However, it takes a tunnel into lower Manhattan, then reconnects up with the N train again at the Canal Street station. So if James was apprehended in Manhattan, it's possible, given the fact that he didn't really have any transportation, that he stayed on the train, then got out somewhere in Manhattan, and that's where the photographs of him exiting the subway station, minus the construction helmet, minus the safety vest. Again, this is the Kings Highway station, which is where the N train coming up from Coney Island is still local before it hits the 59th Street station in Brooklyn and becomes an express train into Manhattan. So there you can see he's got the orange vest, he's got a yellow construction helmet. He's carrying a radio as well, which is interesting. And then there's that roller bag, and as well he's carrying a backpack via the handle on the top. But by the time that he's seen leaving the station, all of that gear, Jillian, has been discarded.
Yeah. Brian, thanks so much. Stand by. We'll come back to you.